All right, petrol heads, let's talk turbos. These little wonders can transform your driving experience. Ever wondered how some cars squeeze out so much power from small engines? It's like magic, but there's a science behind it. The answer often lies in a clever bit of kit called a turbocharger. This device can make a small engine perform like a much larger one. In simple terms, a turbocharger is like a performance booster for your engine. It's a game changer for car enthusiasts. Imagine blowing into a party whistle. The harder you blow, the louder the sound. Now think of that in terms of air and power. A turbocharger does something similar, but instead of sound, it boosts air intake to create more power. It's all about efficiency and performance. Essentially, a turbocharger uses exhaust gases, which are normally wasted, to spin a turbine. This is a brilliant way to recycle energy. This turbine in turn drives a compressor that forces more air into the engine. More air means a more powerful combustion process. More air means more fuel can be burned, and more fuel means more power. This is how a turbocharger can significantly boost your car's performance. So, next time you see a compact car zooming past, remember it might just have a turbocharger working its magic under the hood. Now let's get under the hood and explore the fascinating world of turbochargers. Here we can see the main parts of a turbocharger. Firstly, we have the turbine. Think of it as a tiny windmill driven by exhaust gases. These gases spin the turbine wheel at high speeds. On the other side of the turbine, connected by a shaft, is the compressor. This shaft is crucial as it transfers the energy from the turbine to the compressor. The compressor looks like a fan and spins at incredibly high speeds, sucking in air and squeezing it into a smaller space. This process is essential for boosting engine performance. This compressed air is denser, meaning it packs more oxygen, which is the magic ingredient for burning fuel. More oxygen means a more powerful combustion process. Lastly, we have the intercooler. This component cools down the hot compressed air coming from the compressor. Cooling the air increases its density even further. We'll talk more about why this is important later, but for now, remember that cooler air means better engine efficiency and performance. So how does this whole turbocharging process actually happen? It all starts with your engine's exhaust gases. As the engine runs, it expels hot exhaust gases. Instead of simply venting them out, these gases are directed through the turbocharger's turbine. The hot gases spin the turbine at incredible speeds, much like a jet engine. Remember that shaft connecting the turbine and the compressor? As the turbine spins, it also spins the compressor at the same high speed. This spinning action is crucial to the turbocharger's operation, creating a powerful force that drives the entire system. Section 4, air compression, the key to more power. Now let's focus on the compressor. As the turbine spins, it drives the compressor, which sucks in air from the atmosphere. The compressor's job is to squeeze this air into a much smaller space, increasing its density. Think of it like squeezing a sponge. You're not changing the amount of sponge, but you're packing it into a tighter space. This compressed air, now rich in oxygen, is forced into the engine's cylinders. Since there's more oxygen available, more fuel can be burned during each combustion cycle. This results in a bigger bang and, you guessed it, more power. Section 5, keeping it cool, the role of the intercooler. Remember that hot compressed air we talked about earlier? While compressing air increases its density, it also raises its temperature. Hot air expands, meaning it takes up more space. This is where the intercooler comes in. The intercooler acts like a radiator for the compressed air, cooling it down before it enters the engine. This cooling process makes the air denser, allowing even more air to be packed into the cylinders. Cooler air also helps prevent engine knock, which can damage the engine. Section 6, turbocharge benefits, efficiency and performance. So what are the main takeaways about turbochargers? Let's dive deeper into their benefits. Firstly, they boost engine power significantly, allowing smaller engines to produce the power of larger ones. This means you can get more performance out of a compact engine. This means you can have a car that's both powerful and fuel efficient. Imagine driving a car that offers the best of both worlds, speed and economy. Secondly, turbochargers improve an engine's efficiency by utilizing waste energy from exhaust gases. This clever use of energy not only boosts performance but also helps in reducing emissions. This reduces turbo lag, that slight delay before the turbo kicks in, for a smoother driving experience. With reduced turbo lag, acceleration becomes more immediate and responsive. Lastly, they add an exciting element to driving. The thrill of acceleration is something every driver can appreciate. That feeling of being pushed back in your seat when the turbo kicks in, pure adrenaline. It's an experience that makes every drive memorable. So, there you have it, turbochargers in a nutshell. They offer a blend of power, efficiency, and excitement. They're ingenious devices that turn wasted energy into exhilarating power, making driving more fun and efficient. Turbochargers truly revolutionize the driving experience.